Hey YouTube comic community, it's Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I have another part to my CGC unboxing. Sent off a lot of modern keys back in May of this year. Received them back just recently in November, so long time coming. Had some problems with some of the books. A lot of the books, though, are getting the grades that I was expecting, so we're going to keep going. This one is going to be very much about my childhood. We have some We have some Star Wars books, and we have some G.I. Joe. Actually, one G.I. Joe. So that's going to be a nice one. But let's get to the unboxing. These first two books are the same book. I got this from a friend on Instagram. Bought a lot from him, and these were in it. Saw the writing on the wall kind of situation with announcements about the slate of Star Wars related shows that were going to be on Disney Plus. So this is one in that particular style. And this is Star Wars XWing Rogue Squadron, the Rebel opposition. So this is the first X-Wing Rogue Squadron, or Star Wars X-Wing comic, as it were, starring our good friend Wedge Antilles here. So I got two of these and sent them out. They both look really nice. I think one was going to be a 9.8 and one was going to be a 9.6. So that's the expectation, the great expectation that I had there. Let's see what CGC has to say about this. So this was released in 1995 by Dark Horse Comics, and our first copy is a 9.6. Okay, so like I said, not unexpected, right? We did expect a 9.6, and why did I expect a 9.6? Is I do believe that it had a color breaking spine tick on here, I do believe. So yeah, so like I said, it wasn't unexpected, but obviously far more saleable when it's graded. We can get that stated value kind of aspect. All right, but as I said, we did have a second one, and this one is a 9.8. So right on, we're 2 for 2 on our grade estimates. We have a 9.8 and a 9.6, and those are very nice looking. Okay. This is another one I picked up from my LCS, and he got some modern keys in. Somebody came in and sold them, and I picked up this one out of the list because I knew that it was something that was well looked after and kind of expected. So this is Kanan the Last Padawan #1. This is the first appearance of Kanan Jarrus. That's Janus or Jarrus? Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, Chopper, Hera Syndulla, Sabine Wren, and Zeb Aurelios in comics. So this is classified as the first appearance, not the first cameo appearance or anything like that. So I don't know what the story is with #6, but this one on the label, first appearance of Ezra Bridger and Sabine Wren. Now, if you're watching The Mandalorian, you know that Dave Filoni, who is behind the scenes on this with Jon Favreau, is gearing this towards what the work that he did in the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that stuff. And we also have a strong suspicion that Ahsoka Tano is actually searching for Ezra Bridger because of the events that concluded at the end of the Rebels TV show. So we're on the lookout. We're patiently waiting for the next season of The Mandalorian and any sneak peeks that we can see from the Book of Boba coming up. But in the meantime, Kanan #1, first appearance of those characters from the Rebels TV show. And this was expected to be a 9.8. And we got it. Right on. So that's a good book to have if you're preparing for this show. And what could be coming up next from it. All right, last Star Wars book here, and this was a big one. This is This is the comic adaptation of a Timothy Zahn novel called Heir to the Empire. It was actually a 3-book short series, which introduced 2 primary characters of significant importance to the Star Wars franchise, and that is Mara Jade, who Luke Skywalker marries in the books, which have been apparently cast out as canon, but they decided to keep whatever they liked. And what they did like is this guy here, the blue guy with the red eyes, and that is Grand Admiral Thrawn, one of the greatest Star Wars villains ever created. He's just absolutely fantastic as a villain, just ruthless, cunning, and just excellent. I can't say enough about him. So this is the first comic book appearance of Mara Jade, Jorah Sabuth, and Grand Admiral Thrawn, based on the novel by Timothy Zahn. Now, this guy I knew had some problems with it, right? And these books are cardstock, which means that when they get creases in them, those creases don't go away. So there is a crease right here. It's barely visible on here. Yeah, but you can see that there's 2 creases right there. One long one, one short one. So my expectation on this was about a 9.4 because of those creases. And let's see what the good people at CGC had to say about it. They disagreed, and that is a 9.2 white pages. Let's just say I disagree. I think that should have been a nicer grade, but I guess I was wrong. Anyhow, but still, tough book. Tough book in any of those high grades, right? 9.2 and above. Really super difficult to get in a 9.8. But 9.2 we have, and 9.2 we'll keep for now, and potentially we'll sell it when when that blue guy pokes his head out. Hopefully that'll be coming up in 2022. All right, last book. This was a CPR. If you're not familiar with CPR, that means crack, press, resubmit. So this book, this G.I. Joe number 21, first appearance of Storm Shadow, and the infamous silent issue. This guy was a 9.6, and the grader's note said that there was a bend to the bottom back corner. Now, when I pressed this book, I took it ever so carefully off the press, slipped it into a bag and board, put it into a stack, and sent it to CGC. So there was no opportunity for there to have been a bend on that corner. So that, obviously was questionable. So I cracked it out because I wanted a 9.8, right? If that's the only thing that's a problem with it, let me crack it out and see if I can get the 9.8. I am looking at this book and I am seeing a bend in the spine that I don't recall being there when I sent it, which is leading me to believe that there may be a brand new issue with this book that wasn't there when I sent it. So we're going to see what it says, right? Because if it's anything less than a 9.8, I'm going to be a little less than happy about that. So let's see what they have to say. And it's a 9.6 again. Yay. Okay. Yeah. We're going to have to price that one again. Now, the reason why I'm so adamant about this particular book is it's in such great shape. And it appears that, yes, right there. Let's see if we can get that to line up properly. Yeah, might be able to see it right there. There's that nice little bend. Because this book is practically flawless. Now, this book had a significant increase in it over time. And 9.8s of this were well over $3,000. Now, since the release of the movie Snake Eyes Origins, this book has unfortunately plummeted because it was not a well-received movie. And being a G.I. Joe fan, G.I. Joe got me into comic books. That's exactly what happened. So in the 80s, I was a G.I. Joe fan and found comics because of that. And I'm going to tell you right now, that movie was bad. It was very, very bad. Any movie where you start off with Snake Eyes is the bad guy through 75% of the film is not really keeping to the character, you know? So that, I had a problem with that. But now, this guy I have a problem with because we're going to have to CPR him yet again. And that makes me less than happy. Maybe I'll just have to fast track it next time so it gets there quicker than it did before and it doesn't sit around a warehouse for 6 months. So anyway, so let's get to some values. So as I mentioned before, G.I. Joe number 21 was on a significant high in the anticipation of the film. It appears that in April of this year, it hit a high of $3,700 in a 9.8 and is now down around the $2,500 mark. And a 9.6, like this one, we went from $1,500 and now down to, well, there was 2 sales in July. There was a $1,300 sale and a $720 sale. So it's not doing well, but I do expect this book to snap back to some degree. I think there's just an overall amount of displeasure because of the movie, and as we all know, a movie can kill a comic book's value, which is unfortunate. It is, but it does happen. But like I said, I do expect that book to come back up in price a little bit. For Star Wars, though, we have the X-Wing Rogue Squadron Rebel Opposition, issue number 1, first appearance of the X-Wing Rogue Squadron in comics. And the sales data for the 9.8 on that book is currently at about $125. The 9.6, there's relatively little sales data. At the point when the movie news had come out, it was about $160. That was the high. For the 9.6, and the 9.8 was up over $200. So it's on a downtrend. So we're gonna hold on to these until we get some more movie news, and then we'll put them back into the market and see how they do. All right, now our Heir to the Empire, first appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn in a 9.2. His current last sale in August was $225, but did reach a high of $400 back in May. And I believe that was, well, that was definitely following that was the only sale in that grade following the release of The Mandalorian and the news that you know, Ahsoka is looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn. But again, a book that, you know, is probably going to pick back up in terms of price and desire once we actually do see Thrawn come around, or at least when they release the next season of The Mandalorian. And Kanan, last Padawan here, in a 9.8, last sale was $321. But this book has hit a high of up around $500 in May of 2021. So again, another one that's kind of just drifted down a little bit. So we're cooling on the Star Wars books for right now. We're going to see where they go. We're going to see, you know, when they get some more news about them, and then those will go into the market. So that's all we have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the reveals on the grades, as well as the getting the sales data information. If you did like this movie, I'd like to ask you to click the thumbs up on the video. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell, and you can get notified when I release more videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.